Well, thank you all for coming tonight. It's a great day in America, and it's a pleasure to be here. I'm proud to serve our great little city of Costa Mesa as the board president of the Orange County Water District. I'm married and lived in the community for 27 years. I have 3 children, and I'd like to also thank my wife, who's standing in the back of the audience here, because without her support, I could not serve the community as I have for the past 10 years. I own an investment firm called Dewane Investment Strategies. I manage about $150 million for people all over the country, including individuals and institutions, and I am a financial expert. Water is fundamental to our quality of life and key to the economic development of our community. 10 years ago, I was first elected to Mesa Water District, and I have put my earnest effort into solving a complex financial puzzle for that utility. And I believe what we have defined today is the optimal capital structure of that utility. It is important that water is inexpensive, pure, plentiful, and affordable. Those 3 characteristics are what you told me you wanted in your water utility. I've worked very diligently to make sure that we are able to deliver that. Today, we have a world-class facility known as the Mesa Water Reliability Facility locally that provides us a virtually drought-proof supply of water that is tapped into an aquifer that could last for more than 1,000 years. Together with your help, we have accomplished a lot. Our district, Mesa, and the Orange County Water District are both AAA rated. They're AAA rated by 5 nationally rated statistical rating organizations, Moody's, Fitch, Standard & Poor's. You've heard the names before. Why is that important? As a financial expert, I understand that the cost of financing massive infrastructure projects is extremely important. A 1% reduction in the cost of financing reduces the cost of our biggest projects, the capital infrastructure projects that we build, by 25%. That 25% savings is reflected in the rates, the water rates that you pay. We collect a small portion, less than a fraction of a cent, to put into a reserve account to provide for the water utility in case of times of disaster. If there's an earthquake, if the Newport Inglewood Fault were to let go, there will be pipe breaks in the city. It will take much time and much money to fix those pipes. Not only does this concept apply to Mesa Water District, it applies to the Orange County Water District as well. You may have heard of another project I had a hand in called the Groundwater Replenishment System. It is the largest water recycling facility in the world. I personally have hosted the heads of state of every foreign government in the world that have come to see what we have built. That project alone was about $750 million. Recently, I voted to appropriate another $147 million to expand that project, which will, in 2015, deliver 100 million gallons a day of fresh drinking water to 2.4 million people in our service area. These are extremely complex, extremely difficult decisions to make in an organization as big as the Orange County Water District. This takes a lot of time, a lot of consideration, and bold, visionary leadership to get these decisions made and to get them through and to get these projects built on time, on schedule, and on budget. In addition to that, I've advocated for an increase in what's called the Basin pumping percentage. The Basin pumping percentage determines how much water the local utility can take from the ground. The way the system works is that the Orange County Water District, we fill up the earth with water, 500,000 acre feet per year. The local retail agencies like Mesa Water and 19 other agencies in our service area pump that water back out of the ground and serve it to you, the customer. That basin pumping percentage allows the local utility to pump the water from the ground at a cost of about $250 an acre foot. I'm rounding the numbers to make it memorable. The alternative to pumping it out of the ground is to bring it from the Colorado River or the Sacramento River Delta. That water, when it's imported from those 2 areas, costs about $1,000 an acre foot. That $750 an acre foot cost savings directly impacts every single person, 2.4 million people in our service area. These are important policies, and they were difficult to negotiate. My experience working on our retail water agency served me well. It served you well, because without my experience, I was the sole advocate the single person who came up with the idea. Without my leadership, those policies never would have been passed. I have made innumerable trips to Washington, D.C. and to Sacramento. For what purpose, you might ask? It is to bring your tax dollars home. The Orange County Water District depends on federal appropriations from people who we work in concert with, like Senator Feinstein, Congressman Rohrabacher, Loretta Sanchez, Congressman Miller. I have a personal relationship with every one of them. I have brought back billions of dollars in federal tax money to this area to support and build things like the groundwater replenishment system. Both districts were awarded the Certificate of Transparency and Excellence by the Special District Leadership Foundation. That's an important thing. What that tells you is that the districts are well run. Also, what you may not have considered is that Moody's, Fitch, Standard & Poor's, those agencies also have to look deeply into our finances to make sure that things are operating well and in an extremely efficient way. We are compared to every other utility in the United States, and only then, when we can stand on our own, do they award the coveted AAA. I'm proud to have led the Finance Committee policies that led to those decisions. We are now faced with the drought of the century. This is a very significant problem. Water supply is an important issue. Yes, I did help form CalDesal. The purpose was not to support the Poseidon project. The purpose was, much like the Public Utilities Commission, to give somebody proposing a project a one-stop shop where they could get a decision made on the permitting instead of wasting $50 million in 14 years trying to get the 27 regulatory permits necessary today to build that project in Huntington Beach. No, I have not made up my mind. I have only called for an open, transparent, public debate of the issue based on the facts. I'm proud to have had a role in it. Thank you very much. I will tell you that experience counts in this business, and today I respectfully ask for your vote.